Racing fans, welcome back to Too Close to Call for Sunday selection, June 15th, 9 race program. Couple trophy race on the card. So for time strain, let's get right into the selection here. First race, 5.5 furlong, 10 starters, 3-year-old and up, optimal claimant, 600 to 700,000, 6-year-old and up, non-winners are 4. Top 4 selection here are 4, Bugatti, 6, Curling Flight, 7, Addison, and 10, Big Jewel. Now, Bugatti is basically really a 5-stage specialist, but it's coming off a 29 days rest. Donovan Plummer, we sneak in sometime, a winner. And this is a well-bred casual trick, Charming Days by Pat and Jack. So, and, down in class, well, he was down in class on the last occasion, and over the fights were beaten by Empire Cat and Jaguar. So, returning here, it should run a good race, especially with the apprentice claiming 4 kilo. Number 6, Curling Flight. Um, uh, Outsider here in this field. This well-bred big gelding, perfect curling over City Flight by City Palace. Um, Last run April, the 5th of April, was 10:33 lengths going 7 furlong, which is not his preferred distance. Although before that he was in the 550,000 claiming was third by length and a half to Valiga Vicky. So, you know, he kept sometimes, with us popped up in at big odds. Cause that time in his trade was 43 to 1. Now he's returning here with apprentice Anthony Fraser, who have not won a race as yet, claiming 4 kilo. So coming in light in this race. So, it could be he could run one of those big upsetter again, but don't leave him off your trifecta and exacta. 'Cause I'm expecting him to run a big race. Number 7, Addison. Um, Another odds consider a 5 straight specialist. Going 5.5 furlong. You know, have a lot of speed, so he will be in front for a very long way. So expecting that is to be on the headline. 10, Big Jewel, my choice of the winner in this race here. Was second on the last occasion, is Wesley Henry in the saddle, when 6 furlong. Um, Before that, it was fourth by 12 lengths, before that by third by 3.5 lengths. That occasion was 3 to 5 favorites with Samantha Fletcher. It's been active in the claiming box since the every other 2 races being claimed. So now trained by Ryan Darby, the claiming king, which his dad was anyway, but I think he's also known for that also too. So I'm expecting Big Jewel to run out a winner here. Is my first of my 3 bankers anyhow. So Big Jewel in the first race. Second race, 7 furlong, 7 starters, Restriction allowance 5, nature bred 5 and up, numbers of 2, imported 5 and up, amazing. Top 4 selection here: 1, real identity; 3, Ottoman John; 6, money box; and 7, double the cash. Now, real identity comes here, changes equipment, tongue tie on, um, apprentice Everett Cluness claiming 4 kilo. So coming in light here, but it was third by a length. It was a half a length behind money box. So if money box have a chance, which is my selection here, then real identity should be right there, coming in lighter. And he was a winner over 6 furlong and releasing his minute ticket by 11 lengths with Clunis in the saddle. So real identity is coming here to run. Waterman John, well, what I must say about Waterman John now, this horse have disappointed on numerous occasions. Um, so, but he come here with changing with equipment change, blinkers off, tongue tie on. His last race was April 26th. So he's coming off like a 2 month rest here. His last race was 6 by 15 lengths. So going 7 furlong. Now we refer it back to now, still going 7 furlong again. Before on March 1st, 7 furlong was 4 by 2 lengths with Robert Aldian in the saddle. So good run is expected with no equipment change. So let's see, and down in the weight, let's see what Waterman John can do. 6, money box, my idea of the winner here, and the second of my 3 bankers. Radish Roman in the saddle was second by half a length, going 6.5 furlong last occasion. The wrestler in the saddle, now they call for the champion Jack. On Rambali, all the see really top jockeys. He called for top jockeys. So with he calling for Radish Roman, they come in here to they come in all out to win. And this is well bred also to Soul Warrior, Trinket Box by Bernardino. So expecting Money Box to run out a winner here. 7, double the cash. 4 furlongs straight on the last occasion, was fifth by 4.5 lengths. No factor here. His last 6 starts have done nothing really. His last win was April 23rd. I'm going 6 furlong, win by 3/4 of a length. So he should be close with also the apprentice claiming 10 kilos. So he's coming in here light. But I don't see no unbeaten um, money box here. So money box is my first choice here. Third race, 7.5 furlong, 7 starters. Restricted allowance 4. Nature bred 5-year-old and up, numbers of 3. Imported 5-year-old and up, numbers of 2. Top 4 selection here. 1, I'm interested. 2, always right. 4, Papa Gray. And 7, Middle Award. Now, I'm interested. Shane Allison the star replacing Clive Lynch. Was fourth on the last occasion by 5.5 lengths. Visor on now, as I say, change of jockey, to Shane Ellis, Visor on, expecting I'm interest to be right there. Two, always right, tongue tied on, um, Anthony Allen retain the mount. Now, I've been bringing this always right, always select him as my as always as my outsider, but it seems to like he's finding one or two on the day better than him. 24 start, two wins, four second and nine third. So he's always there and thereabout. So he can, he's like a perfect trifecta us. So I'm expecting him to be there at the end also too. For Papa Gray, um, second to last occasion over 6 furlong, third by 5 lengths to Kismet. Um, was one pace. Before that, went some furlong, second by 3/4 of a length to Sir Wandong. So Papa Gray's in form and should be there also. Now, my idea of the winner is number 7, Medical Award. Interestingly, was a winner on the last occasion by half a length, beating Money Box and the Real Identity. So, depending on what happened to in the second race, if Money Box win, I'm expecting Medal Award to actually prove that form right and run out a winner here. Demar Williams retained the mount. Darren Curlew, 5 start, 2 win, 2 second. So expecting Medal Award to create an upset, and he's the first of my 3 outsiders. Fourth race, 5 furlong round, 11 starters. Victor allowance 5, nature bred 4-year-old and up, nominated of 2, imported 4-year-old and up, maiden. Top 4 selection here are 1, Speed on Wheel, 7, Monster Vigorous, 8, Global Machine, and 11, Military Light. Now, this well-bred filly, Queen Speed on Queens, by Speaks Out of Wheels of Law by Law of the Sea, was a winner on debut, going 5 furlong straight in 102.3, won by 9 lengths, 10 first in the saddle. Came back in the 9 minutes of 2, going 5.5, and something must have went wrong here because she was 12 by 22 lengths. Came back with that February debut. It was in 2024 and came back basically a year later. So something must have went wrong, and was basically she stopped. She was 12 by 22 lengths. Came back April 21st. Was fifth by 11 lengths in breaking a tanga. So, and she was 2-1 at that occasion. On the last start on a sloppy track, going 5 furlong straight. With the figure 8, previously she had the figure 8. Now she came back with the figure 8, whistle ending in the style, and was 8 by 15 lengths. That's even money favorite. Now come back Figure eight on Shane Ellis, 5 run, the number one draw, breeding wise, she should run out a winner here. And money line 6-1, and she's second of my outsider for the day. So speed on wheels should literally pillar to post, lead from pillar to post. And I'm expecting she may not end up getting 6-1, maybe drop down in the market to what 92. She last worked June 8th, 3 furlong in 37 flat. So she's in um she's in good nick. So I'm expecting Speed and Will to win. If only by breeding, but I'm expecting her to win. 7, Monster Vigorous, Tanika Wolf in the saddle. Um, since right now Jamaican, she's been riding for Patrick Lynch. Now the first month for a different trainer, Ron Matthew, and he seems to give the female riders mount. So I won't be surprised if Monster Vigorous actually win this race. Um, she was fourth by 3.5 lengths on the last occasion to another mission on Buttercup. So I'm looking forward to Monster Vigorous to run a good race with Tanisha Wolf. 8, Global Machine. Didn't do a thing the last occasion. It was 7 by 20 lengths. And before that was 6 by 10 lengths. So, and that 6 by 10 length was going over 5 furlong run. The last race was 6 furlong. So, maybe this is a little bit too short for Global Machine. But, you know, Cunningham called for Richie Shakes, claiming 3 kilos. So, she would be down in the weight a little bit. So, she may end up running a good race here. 10, Military Light, Ryan Lewis, Gary Griffiths, third by 5.25 lengths in last occasion. Before that was second by length and 3/4, ridden by Apprentice Rare. So now change of jockey, more accomplished jockey Ryan Lewis, former champion, and but up in the weight now. So I think Ryan should elevate that weight. But as I said, Speed and Wheels is my choice of to win a year. Fifth race, 7 furlong, 11 starters. Rejects with allowance 3, native bred 5 year old and up, non winners of 4, imported 5 year old and up, non winners of 3. Top 4 selection here: 2, Sir Rondon, 4, Natural Dancer, 5, Princess Talisa, and 9, Here Comes Doc. Now, Rondon winning last occasion of going 7 furlong, um, by 3/4 of a length, beating Papa Gray. So he's up in class now, and he can run back a good race here with the Cardenas in the saddle. Affel Brown, expecting her to run a good race again. 4, Natural Dancer, Devaney Thomas inside, Marlon Pusey, third and last occasion by 5 lengths, Lion Charmer, and at Dancer. Um, Before that, going 6.5 was Stent, 19 lengths, so did nothing to James. And the 2 other occasions before that was out of sight. But this Natural Dancer usually, when he's fit, he always run a good race. Now 22-day rest, um, they call for sparingly use Dominic Thomas, but these trainers don't really call the top jocks on their mall. So if they come to make money with Sundays and with usually Sundays, it's upset a day. So for that reason, natural dancer could create an upset. Five Princeton Talisi, um, third on the last occasion, with Emilio McLean in the saddle, to finally load and win Princess, third by 4 3/4 lengths, um, just over 7 furlong also. Before that was fifth by 14 lengths to Tiger Meadat. Before that was fourth by 4.5 lengths to Sir Hedge Fund. She's a hedge fund, sorry. So now coming off a short rest, the last race May 4th of May, and Demar Williams in the saddle. So I'm looking forward a good run from Princess Talisa. Number 9, Here Come Docs, um, Gary Griffiths, Ryan Lewis, um, was 6 by 10 lengths on the last occasion to Lion Charmer, the Downson, but on this occasion broke slow. Anthony Allen was in the last two on the last two occasion. Before that, on April 5th, was ridden by Kevin Foster and was territory by 2.5 lengths to Fly Blue Jet. So with Griffiths calling Ryan Lewis, an experienced jockey, I'm expecting Acon Docs to win this race. Sixth race, 5 furlong straight, 14 starters for the Father's Day special, mini condition race, native bred 3-year-old. Top selection here are 3, Fantastic Edge, 5, D Storm, 6, Prima Suprema, 11, Enthusiastic. Now, 3, Fantastic is making his debut, um, trained by Alfred Brown. I've been working well in the morning. May 5th, 2 furlong 25.2. Then came back May 31st, 4 furlong 49, 5 furlong in 1053. June 7th, 4 furlong 48, and 5 furlong in 104. She's been working well, so I'm expecting him to make a winning debut, should say. Um, 5D Storm also making his debut. Patrick Lynch, Tanika Wolf. Now this wanna be a player, Storming Flyer by Stormcraft Offspring, owned by Lopez Dream Stables. I am kind of like the sauce to create an upset. Usually Rocky Lynch doesn't rock his horses that fast also, like a Gary Sobrati. Um, but Tanika O, she been here. She eventually gonna win a race, which I think I select her earlier to win a race. So I'm expecting a big run from D Storm. If not even win, but I think she will be in the Superfecta Exacta. Now Prima Suprema was supposed to make her debut on March 15th. Um, injured himself, and he was actually the big favorite on that day. Now returning, the Charlton rally in the saddle. Strange choice of rider, but this jockey have won stake race, classic race for Jason Dad, win the Costa. So not to worry about, you know, this is be like his third mount, so should be getting fit. Um, May 24th, run 5 furlong 105, the last furlong in 48. Um, then he canter 9 furlong. His last race for this engagement, 5 furlong 106.4, first 4 furlong in 48.3. So he's in good nick. So I'm expecting Primo Supremo to actually run a good race and may even win and debut here. Um, Next, Enthusiastic um, by Sunshine and Shadow. Casual Flight by Casual Trick. Um, was third and last to occasion, but that was over 4 furlongs straight. Um, in his debut, saying here that he was used up. Bangarang won that race. Um, Time was 49 seconds. Now his last race, third again, 2.25 lengths. Global Pursuit, which was it was a banker that day, so there was nobody beating Global Pursuit on that occasion. Now return um, back with Ramon Garden, and I'm expecting this Enthusiastic to be right there at the finish and could end up even beating Fantastic Edge. But my choice is Fantastic Edge. That's by breeding. Seventh race, 9 furlong and 25 yards. 7 starters for the Mark My Words Trophy. Open allowance 3-year-old and up. Top 4 selection here. 1. Funky and Done. 3. Sheer Delight. 4. Run Julie Run. And 5. Atomica. Now, Funky and Done, the Mutama winner, on December 7th, make her seasonal debut April 5th in the EM Levy Stake. Was third by 6 lengths to Barnaby and Atomica. Not his favorite journey, but I think they said here it's 8.5 furlong, but I think it was 9.5 furlong. They made me a mistake. Maybe I'm making a mistake, but he's not really a two-turn horse here. So his majority is main win. He won over this December 4. Actually, also beating Atomica, but Atomica on that occasion maybe was lowering him weight. Now he's here at 126 pound. Should run a good race here. He should be there. He has not been worse than third, so I'm not expecting to be worse than second or third. 3. Sheer Delight. When on the last occasion over 8 furlong with Omar Walk in the saddle. Now turning here with Wesley Henry. Um, working fairly well here. Um, Cause this one also came down for the Mountain Mile, and so in the Mountain Mile didn't run a lake, was fourth by 20 lengths. So, but he should be there and thereabout. 4. Run Julie 1, the one they got to catch. and I'm expecting her to go as far, lead as far as possible. Maybe that she be at in the front at the furlong pole. But I always love this filly. She have a lot of heart, and she coming in 170 pound. Last race was 121 pound, so it's coming at 4 pound lighter. Um, Rain Lewis retained the mount, and I'm expecting when Julie run to be there at the end. Now my idea of the winner, which is third of my three bankers, the big filly, Atomica. Now she was second in last occasion to Commandant. Um, she gave Commandant all you could have managed, and before that it was second by half a length to Barnaby, and she was coming at Barnaby on that occasion. So so this filly, she was second in the chairman trophy. She was third in the Island Clegat. Her last weight was 121 pound. Before that was 120, then 126, then 126. Now down here to 19 pounds, this is feel like feather. So the last time she went at this weight was in the Mountain Mile. She was 10th by 10 lengths, but she didn't run a good race on that occasion. So because she was coming against the big boys, but in this 7 horse field, I think she should just go. Unknown caller. She will be there and she will win this race, and I think easily. So Atomica, firm selection here. Eight race, 4 furlong straights, 13 starters, maiden condition race, 4-year-old and up. Top four selection here are 5, Girl is the Butcher, 7, Sprague, 8, Albit, Albit, Alkabi Bolan, call that 3 times straight, 13, Papa Gray. Now, Girlie the Butcher came in with visor of blinkers on a Rambali. Um, could be he's coming for a double here. Um, and it's coming from a little sprite. And last run April 6 was sixth by 16 lengths. Um, Working well for this race. June 7, 3 furlong, 37 breezing. So the second half, 6 runners that run over that course. And May 31st, 3 furlong again, 38-2. And before that, 38-3. So our last work was an improvement, almost a second. So I'm expecting Colette Busher to be right there at the finish. 7 Sprague, next one here coming with equipment changes, tongue tie on, figure eight off. Last race, April 27, was third by 8 1/4 lengths to another mission. So coming back here, not doing too exercise work are not that impressive. 3 furlong in 41, 6 furlong in 123. So you just I think the trainer just keeping him busy on the racetrack. 8, Al Bolan. Um, make her debut in 20, in October 2024 was 9 by 99 lengths, going 6 furlongs. So something literally went wrong there. Came back 2nd of March 2025, was a half a length second to Boom Night, and actually ended up, she broke slow and actually ended up being lame. And Forbes gave her maybe because she went when she went lame, she kind of drifted out, and then Bomb Night beat her. Um, her last race, 31st, Reddish Rum in the saddle, was third by 5 lengths. Cherry Blossom, Papa, Lucky Papa, lame again, came back lame again. So he's kind of having laming issue. Now, a furlong shorter, Champion Jock in the saddle, Alcabelan, firm choice here. Ninth and final race, 5 furlong straight, 12 starters, T up, Ottoman claiming 400 to 500,000, 6 up, 9 wins of 3. Top 4 selection here, 4, Basilicious, 7, Unruly Dude, 9, Spirit of Light, and 11, So Beautiful. Now, number 4, Basilicious. Can't pronounce that name properly. Alfred Brown. Alfred Brown have a few good starters here. Could be he's coming for a double because he had fantastic edge, which was my selection. Now, his last race was March 25th, was fourth by 4 3/4 length to Rusty. Um, Returning here after was claim with the tongue tie on. So I'm expecting this Basilicious to run a good race here. 7, Unruly Dude, lame on the last occasion. But before that, on 3rd of May, was second by 2.5 length. But they show when they started on that occasion. Unruly Dude should not be left off your exactor and superfecta. 9, the mystery horse here, Spirit of Life, Argentina bred by CB Ayla out of Bilboya, but Incredible Optimist. Now, this Ryan Croton horse actually came down to actually run in I think it was the second multi-mile, but I guess she just is having issues. When he made his debut on September 24th, was 10th by 33 lengths, no factor. October 24 was 9th by 15 lengths. April 27, 25 was 7th by 35 lengths. May 17, 25, 3rd, which was our best run by 3 3/4 lengths to Empire of the Cat and Jaguar. Now, on that occasion, they put the blinkers on. So her first run, she ran with the tongue tie. They took the tongue tie off. Her last race, going 7 furlong, which seemed to be maybe a little bit too long, on June 8th, was 7 by 52 lengths. Now, she going back over 5 furlong straight. They put the tongue tie on. I'm expecting her to run back that May 17 when she was third by 3 3/4 lengths. and this could be what maybe what the doctor ordered, and could run out an easy winner or run down the field. So I was expecting a good run from Spirit of Light. Now my idea of the winner is number 11. So beautiful. J. Ains in the saddle, Ricardo Brown, one of the next trainer that I've supported the female jocks. Um, I think Jane's first race was for Ricardo Brown. Claim on the last occasion from Philip Elliott, and actually was a winner by 4 and a quarter lengths. Um, so come back here, um, same 500 claimer. Um, Before that was claimed from Anthony Nunes. So you know the source is it's in good nick. Draw 11 on the outside. So I'm expecting So Beautiful to create a mile upsetter here. So in the ninth and final, um, my outsider and selection here is so beautiful. So that's it, folks, for Sunday, June 15th selection. It was a pleasure bringing you the selection here. And so until the next race day, see you.